What is today? Amalek. Who are you? So the answer is, who am I? Why did I? Isn't it? May I ask you a question, guys? You don't mind answering? Yeah. I think I said it last time. You heard me. I always quote a story about 30 years ago. There was two stories taking place at the same time. One in Panovich, one in Lake. Panovich, there was a bocher, good bocher, was a son of a camper. The mother was a Georgis. And a sibling told him, a beautiful Torah family in He was the oldest bocher, and came Shidduchim. The research came out that actually the mother first converted to foreign, doesn't hold at all. And then he was born, and then she reconverted Orthodox properly, and then she made his siblings. The Master is bocher is a regular goy. He's a goy. He didn't know. The Shiva called him into the office and says, listen, the Master, you're goy gomer. No problem. You convert and finish. I'm a goy. I prefer to stay a goy. Why should I convert? What? You've been Torah, you everything. What do you need it for? It's a risk. Any Jew, if I ever become a guaranteed top Jew, I'm not top goy. I'm a tzaddik himself. I'm from the Koch, I'm everything. What is sure is sure. Whatever they argue, he remained a goy. He didn't. He told her she was literally even sick. You could raise a shiva, everything. What do we need? You have to become a goy, to stay a goy, it prefers to stay a goy. In the same story, he repeated himself in Lakewood almost the same time, to a different circumstance, an adopted child. When you adopt a baby, usually you make a gerus, you make a conversion of the baby, but the baby has to be given, he becomes an adult, a bar mitzvah. Bar mitzvah has been told that you should know you have been converted, and you have the right to say no. If it says no, it's nullified the whole conversion, it's a regular goy. If it says yes, it doesn't have to go through the process, it's a typical Jew. There's a 23-year-old boy, he never knew it was adopted child, he never told it to him, but once they have to tell him, he has to validate his gerus. They told him, says no, the same story, the whole issue went upside down. There's Giach and everything in the family, and they argue, why should I take on Judaism? It's problematic. Look, you're suffering and everything. And you're never going to be a top Jew, you're always going to but sometimes Muslim represents God like a boogeyman. All he has to catch you here, spoke Lashon Hara, you're going to get a bit, who needs this for? Who needs it for? I'm a Benoach, 7 mitzvahs, finish, all right. I'm going to be in a different auditorium in the Gan Eden. I'm not going to sit with you guys, but at least I'm sure. So the myself, he was the story of the two boys about 30 years ago. And since then, I'm challenging guys. Says, listen, what do you do? Somebody tells you, you have to be. My grandmother was a comic, it wasn't coach, you're regular guy. Would you run to convert now? Yes or no? That's the question. Would you? Yes or no? Would you? Why?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Because it's the real thing. I mean, it's all real.
So Noach didn't know the real thing. Shemin, 80% of you didn't know the real thing. Don't be so quick. Ask questions. Noach was a tzaddik, was a novi, was a prophet. Shem Ben was a prophet, Mr. Shelah. All the Marishim, he gave it up. All the Marishim gave it up. He preferred to be Benoach. And I tell you a nicety. We have one of the witnesses, because right after Pesach, we have twice a year a Shinanto. The Bochum we go out to Fehed, written test, hundreds of letter Gemara. And they make so for 3 days, this week in Beis Yisrael, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days you're going to do tests. You see in Galat sitting 1,000, 1,500 about 3 young children of 11, she finished in Shas. Twice a year they go to Bukhina Shas. So 1,500, 2,000 guys. And many times I speak, middle of the test, middle of the day, I speak for a half hour. And 2-3 years ago I spoke to them and I told them the story. I said, listen, God gave you a gift that you know 500,000 or 800 right. You know it by heart. Hashem gave you a gift, discovered the Torah. But Torah is not everything. And I told the story. And I said to the guys, suppose somebody tells you you're going, what would you do? Would you run to convert? Yes or no? So there were 2 guys, 2 Jungelite, Lomdish Jungelite, and they came to me without Hashem saying, they were right. They were right. They didn't want to convert. I was shocked. It was so quick. Yes, you would convert. So they were right. So why were they right? This is the longest. Because even though the Fram took a word that proves they don't believe the Reishis Chochmah when he writes in the Shara Gehenim. The Reishis Chochmah articulates the Shara Gehenim with every little chet, what kind of punishment and suffering we go through. And Tzut and Paul are nothing to quickly ignore. Look, if you never would have believed the Shara Gehenim, we would all run. We would all run. And if you would run to convert me, you don't believe it. Is it a good argument? What can you answer to it? What can you answer to it? And answer them. Doesn't it take to go to the Gehenna but give a gift God? I'm giving you a Jew. I'm giving you a Jew. Let me give you a little motion. He's a father, he has only one son. Only one son. He loves his only one son. He loves his only one son. Okay? And there's only one son, unfortunately got a stroke, whatever that is. And all of a sudden, he doesn't function. He can't read, he can't learn, he can't this, he can't move, he's paralyzed. He's paralyzed. And he's very bitter about it. And he's wishing that he could die. He needs this life. And the father says, you know, if you die, I have no son. I haven't got to you to give love. You are only one son. Please don't die. I want you to live. What will his son do? If he doesn't care about his father, I'm sorry, I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to suffer. I don't want to suffer. If he loves his son, if he loves his father, he says, you know, God, Daddy, I take on all the suffering to give you a son. For me, doesn't pay. I am not here that you should serve me. I'm here to serve you. That's a Jew. Noach Tzaddik was served by God. He's a Tzaddik, he does business with God, and do things. Fine, God, give me. God is serving you. God says in the Torah, you be good, it's going to be good. What a nice word. That's a goy, typical Tzaddik goy. He makes business with God. Avraham Avinu was the first, what can I give for you? Chesed, Chesed Koine. The consequence I may go to the hell, I don't mind. But I'm giving you a child. I read it in Gehenna, but I gave you a child. If Hashem was. You have to make a decision. Are you in relation with Hashem? Same thing as in marriages. You're getting married. Are we getting married to get service from each other? Or are we getting married to give to each other? Unconditional. Hashem gave a bechira, and that's a very important thing which I'm telling you now. You should know the essence of a man is that he has a choice. A valid, legitimate choice which God will not interfere, and you could choose this or that, and God will respect your choice. That's the quality of man. What is it? It's a chayv v'samol yisratel l'finecha yom, life and death are put in front of you, and Hashem, please choose life. Does not mean you have a choice to commit suicide or not. You have no choice. You have no choice to be mechalel Shabbos or not. You have no choice committing suicide. We have really no choice to keep Torah or not to keep Torah. We think that we have choice, but just like you said, you have a choice to go to the Empire State Building and jump. You have really a choice. You know, you don't want to jump. You have a choice to jump into the fire furnace, but you want to live. That's not a choice. Choice means that you could live. You choose this, you could choose that. What is it? You have a choice. What relation? You have no choice to deny God. You have no choice to be irresponsible. There is a God. He created the world. He is boss. He sent you down here on a mission. And you can't violate that. But you have a choice in that mission. Hashem says, you want me to serve you, or you want you to serve me? That's my choice. And that God respects. Noach, Odom Rishon, until Avraham Avinu, all of them, okay God, I'm going to do the rules, but you're going to give me a nice world. Tishma mitzvah son, the satis dishmechem, tzaddik v'toivla, he's going to be righteous, he's going to be nice to me, and have a good life. Hashem will serve me. That's one way, you have a choice to do that. You say, Hashem, I'm not going to answer any question, I'm going to serve you, whatever you want. I'm willing to go to hell for that, I'm willing to suffer. Avraham Avinu. The minute when he made the decision, Chesed, Shem Eschasem Kohen, I'm here to serve you, he said, yeah? First thing, fire furnace. Okay, I don't mind. Going to the fire furnace, he was losing his Olam Haba of a Ben Noach, because Ben Noach is not supposed to go to the fire furnace. Actually, Avraham Avinu, when he allowed himself to turn to fire furnace, not to go against listened to Nimrod, actually gave up his Olam Haza and his Olam Haba. So I'm not